And here we are again. I should probably have listened or rewatched whatever I said I was going to do this time round. But let's carry on up here and start taking down some of these. So we would need another path here. Right. So once we can get up here, my dear, we can start collecting all this. Now that is a lot of scrap metal. That is a lot of scrap metal. So, what will we do today? Well, I expect you're going to get to know how Alphonse Tibihifika is getting on. And let's zoom in on him. Oh, here he is. Oh, that's Alphonse. Something to do with being a Frenchman. We want Alvin, don't we? He is still the farmer. And what is Alvin doing? Sitting on his bum. Badabadari. Indeed, Alvin. Well, how happy are you? 24. That's pretty good. Bread, crackers, and pastries. Bread, crackers, and pastries. So, we don't really have any bit of cattail crackers in there, so we could do. Oh, we could do this, couldn't we? We'll unpause that, and that will then flood this, which should flood all that. Do we want to do more flooding, or will we just, because that's not going to get all the way down here. What do we think? So this will give us, we need to have 14, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So if we did something here, flatten down, spend some of our dynamite and wipe that out maybe. Will we do that? Will we get some dynamite on the go and just level that? Oh, of course we could fill this in. That would be a nice little pond, wouldn't it? In which case we would not blow up these bits. Doing one at a time is not the best idea. I did watch my last recording, and I didn't realize I mumbled quite so much, so this is also a learning experience to not mumble. Now, let's build another one of these here. So who's this? Michael. Michael R. That's a super low priority. Let's give them a normal one. See if we can get somebody in there. John F. There we go. Let's prioritize the building by the haulers. Keep that filled in. We'll need a path there. We'll need some storage, a small warehouse for our dynamite. Not that we have a great deal of it. So that's a nice little green area that we're getting there. Prioritize and obtain. So we'll pause this one. because we know how much we're going to get there. And where is our dynamite? Our dynamite is already being placed. It is. It must have been in transit. Right, we've got our beavers beavering away, such is their wont. I'll let this one dry out. Still, we know that we can greenify this area. Oh, it was trees. I was going to move the trees up here, wasn't I? Weren't we? Yeah. Alright, let's make that slightly. And let's get this going. There's things happening. Things are happening. Is there somebody in here? No. Okay, we need... Why do we have 7 new vacancies? It must be all of our sciencing. We'll pause this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Let's speed through the night and give them a bit more time. Okay, we've got a drought approaching. And our TNT is going in, so that's fine. 2 more bits of TNT. We can blow this up. That water is... Now look at that. We've got some space for Alvin. What do we think? If we pull that one more over, or is this going to be green enough? Well, let's just see. Is this going to be green enough to plant some crops in? Let's try the ones that don't look particularly. That's fine then. Look at that. Looks like Alvin is going to be busy planting wheat. I don't think we need this path any longer. So let's give them a bit more farmland. And a bit more wheat. Right. We're doing fairly well. So, when they harvest the wheat, they are going to need somewhere to bake it. Well, actually we need a grist mill, don't we? On the food options, here's our grist mill, 180 science, yeah, but not plenty of science. So do we want to take all our wheat all the way over to where the power is? We need some kind of backup power, don't we? How long is this drought? 3.6 days. So we could go with... We have a paper mill. We can make paper. We don't have much at the moment, but we can. So let's get this going. And we'll go straight... Haha, look at that. We can go straight to the large windmill. Or were we saving up for something else? You not being here, my dear, makes this so much harder. They work at the lumberjack flag, but they have nothing to do because they can't quite get close enough. So let's destroy this one. And I wonder, will this work? So what we can try is move this closer. Put down another one there. No, it doesn't get any better. we then went quite a bit silly. And put... well, that's completely the wrong thing to do. Now, if we put a lumberjack flag here, it should, yes it can. Excellent. So he floats above the water until he can reach up and get these last ones. Good. I guess we can get some power, get something happening. Or do we just put a windmill in and be done with it? If I put a path there, path lot there, maybe 1, 2, I think the gap is 2, let's just check and see. We'd need to connect our windmill. It's not big enough. It's not high enough up. Will this work? That'll work. So we don't want to have a double. That's a waste. What we can put down are double platforms. Actually, we will need, how foolish of me, we will need a single platform here. Or what we? If we want to connect, yeah we do. Single platform, power, an upward power shaft, and then we can put our windmill on top. And it looks like it's a gap of 3. Right. There we go. And this can all be built on the path along beside it. And they're all connected back through, thus giving us hopefully somewhere in the region of 300 power to keep things going. Did I set a timer? I did not. Okay. Well, maybe this will be a super short episode. Maybe. I guess we don't need this road either. What are we going to do with the wheat? Good question. I guess until we know exactly what we're going to do with our wheat, we can... What can we do? What do we do? You can store it somewhere, I suppose. Do we have the large... We do have the large warehouses now. So many options. No power going to that one, so let's put somebody in here. Oh, he can put output 64. Is that because he's super duper happy? Yes. 80% more power. That's quite good. Nothing is happening here, however. Do we lower this? Or do we collect it? Or do we put a windmill up? I guess if we blow this up, we can put down another windmill. We just need a T-shaft. An intersection? Well, let's put in a 4-way intersection with a higher priority, and it should get built without too much issue. Okay, good. Slightly increase the priority for that one. At least get them going, doing something when the wind's blowing. Well, that's a good question. Is it worth? There's no wind. Of course I know it. There we go. Now there's some wind. Is it worth putting gravity batteries in? How much science? 400. You know, it's not that bad an idea. Right, I'll tell you what. We'll put some lumberjack flags up here. We will put down a large pile, and we will start cutting down these trees. Let's give this. Let's get Judith chopping down some trees. And then I think we'll put in a gravity battery there, just for that little bit extra. We can blow up this, and we can slow the time down a little bit. We'll get in another power shaft connector. And then we want to go here, and then up. Up vertically. Across, across, and there. So, where can they not build that? Delete this one and put a path there, and then they can build diagonally. I'll delete that one as well. This will need to be a higher priority so they can actually build the rest of it. There we go. And now we've got the gravity battery in already. Our connectors are doing well. What are we missing? There we go. Okay, Judith is finished. Good. So now, when there's no water and no wind, then we will have 1200 in the gravity battery. Hopefully it will charge them overnight and let them work through the day. Let's see how that goes. Well, we've got our water, so we don't have to worry about it, do we? Next drought, we'll sort that one out. To that end, well, what do we need? In order for our cunning and evil plan to cap off this water sections, we need science. We've got some science. So if we have sluices, that's what we need first. We have our sluices, or we will have our sluices. They can run along here. That doesn't actually help, does it? Well, I can get, if I take this off here, and that away there, then we forgot to ask Irish City, didn't we? Is that one going to do it? We don't need quite as much. That will do those 3. It's only 250 science points, and then maybe if we put one in there, and another one here, we can get that last one. So that will get us our sluices. And then after the sluices come through, we want levies. Don't we? Is that right? Not there, we don't. We will then want to have overhangs. Or do we? What are we doing now? Electric Boo. What are we doing? If we build up, and then across, you don't actually need to worry about it too much, do we? Right, okay, let's pick one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A bit too much. So our bad tide will come up here. How we get up there to build this is another question. I guess we build our double platform here, our single platform there, and we'll get some wooden stairs. We'll need to demolish that oak because I'm not building a lumberjack just to... We'll get a path up there. We'll get more stairs going up here. Yeah. Our path can then go like this. Get rid of the tree, up across, up across. Now, question is, so we don't need much actually to get this water sources through, do we? We can always test it with a smaller amount of liquid, but this should be enough to plan with, especially if we pause that one. Right, here's the new plan. We build all the way up to there, backfill these, the bad water comes up, up, across, probably spills over because all that's going through one. And then we can start blasting maybe away through here. Maybe we want to work backwards. We want to work backwards. Tell you what, I'll leave it over here for pausing the next aspect of it. And we'll leave the recording there. Now all I need to do is remember what buttons we're pressing. Anyway, I'll see you soon, darling. Hope you're having a lovely day. Bye. It's not that button. Not that button.